Hi and welcome back again, it's Rowan Toll again, and today we're going to talk about placement and the role that you play in the placement of job seekers in employment services. So to follow on from engagement, basically when we talk about placement, we're talking about engagement at a really high level. Because one of the things that we have to do through engagement is understand what are the features and benefits that the job seekers are providing for employers. What have we got to offer to an employer? Because remember, at this point in time, the focus shifts directly to the employer. It's 100% on the employer, because I'll put it to you in a way that the last time you went and bought something from the shop that was expensive, what was your concern? How did you go about deciding what to buy, and how much did you put into it, what they wanted to get out of it for themselves, the shopkeeper, I mean. So when we purchase things like that, it's all about what we want and what we want to get from it. So when you change your perspective and shift to the employer's perspective and say, okay, well, I'm looking for the things that are going to make this customer, my client, the employer, want to come back and use me again. So how can I match him and meet his needs when I provide job seekers to put in front of him? And it's really important that we understand that, because when we understand what are the things that the employers are looking for, then we can actually sell to them the features and how they're going to benefit the employer. Now remember, the easiest way to get anyone to say yes is to meet their needs. So again, if you get a greater understanding of what their needs are, what they're looking for in their business, then it's much easier to present something, a product, which is the job seeker, which makes it easy for them to say yes. Now obviously you can come up with objections to some of the things that you present to them, but this is when you start to fall back on your sales ability, on your ability to negotiate. So how do you go about getting to yes when they say no? Well, the key is to listen. When someone says no, that doesn't always mean no. It just means maybe tell me some more information. I'm not sure exactly what you're offering me here. What am I actually getting for my money? So there's lots of reasons why we say no to salespeople when they are trying to sell us a product. So that's a big part. Now, the last thing I want to talk to you about today comes down to your follow-up, because customer service doesn't finish at the sale. We want these people to come back and use us again and again and again, because they're much easier to sell to. When you provide a great product, people will come back and ask you for that same product again and again, which makes your life a lot easier, because you don't have to go finding new people all the time, which is time consuming and expensive. So think about what can I do to actually follow up with my customers, the employers, to make sure that we're meeting their needs well beyond the day that we place the person with them. So that's really important. Think about how can we do that, or how are you doing that in your day-to-day business now, and where are some areas you can improve on that. So again, we go back to the whole brain method. The big picture is we want to make sure we're providing what the employers want and need, so that we can actually create a win-win-win situation. All right, we need to gather the facts. What are they looking for? What are the things that they want to get out of this, and how many or how much do they have to spend on the product? What's it going to mean to them? If you provide them with something that's valuable and useful, what's that going to mean to them in gaining success within their business? And lastly, how do you go about doing it? What is the process that you use to make sure that you engage and meet the needs of the employers? So have a think about those things. Find out what you do really well again, because you do that well, and think about how can I improve in the future, and what else can I do to make this more successful, not only for me, but for the job seekers, and most importantly the employers, because without employers we've got nowhere to place people. So they're the most important link in the chain. Alright, remember, as I always say, attitudes are contagious. How'd you like to catch yours? Take that out into the field, and people will want to come back and see you if you display a great attitude. Thanks again, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye now.